everyone, I'm Maddie, the new lead for Champions. I'm super excited to be able to bring 2 new champs to Wildrift this patch, so we're diving straight into another fierce rivalry between 2 meta-defining legends. Kayle, the Righteous, brings a ferocious new gameplay pattern to the Baron lane. Kayle starts the game as a melee fighter who's very vulnerable to ganks and straight-up 1v1s. She has a few tools at her disposal, including a projectile that slows opponents, and Divine Judgment, an ultimate that can temporarily make her, or an ally, invulnerable before swords of holy fire rain down upon the enemy team. She's a little extra. But within Kayle lies indomitable power. Over the course of each game, she evolves, becoming a terrifying, ranged, true damage AoE hyper carry, cutting down anyone she deems unworthy. A late game Kayle is very difficult to overcome, so you'll need powerful CC and strong defensive abilities to take her down. Fortunately, Morgana the Fallen walks her own path to Wildrift in December. Morgana is a mid laner and support, who has powerful offensive and defensive abilities to control the pace of laning and teamfights. Her first ability, Dark Binding, roots opponents so her allies can chase them down. She can follow that up with her ultimate for a team-wide stun, and use her Black Shield to protect her allies from crowd control and magic damage. Despite being Kayle's sister, Morgana doesn't really agree with Kayle's unique methods of dispensing justice, so we're holding an event to explore their rivalry further. Kayle and Morgana's stories will be unveiled in the Path of Justice event in December, where you can pick up either of these champions for free. Before I go, I know I said we're only releasing 2 champions this patch, but we're also updating an old favorite. In patch 2.6, we'll be unleashing our first visual and gameplay update, or VGU, for the Madman of Zon himself. Well, one of the madmen anyway. It's Dr. Mundo. With Dr. Mundo's VGU, we wanted to update his theme, not only to look better, but to more closely fit in with how League's visual style has evolved. During his gameplay rework, it was important for us to maintain his regeneration ability, his unending torrent of cleavers, and letting Mundo go even more where he pleases. And finally, it was crucial to keep Mundo a very simple champ to play. So, with the Dr. Mundo update, there are a few differences from his current iteration. For one, his new passive, called Goes Where He Pleases, occasionally prevents him from being immobilized, shooting off a Chemtech canister from his body. He can pick it up to get an immediate health injection, and a cooldown reduction on his next canister. Another change is his third ability, called Blunt Force Trauma. Mundo can use this to push minions or small monsters back in a line, dealing damage where they travel. You can use this to get some early harass on your lane opponent. We've shipped visual updates, or VUs, in Wildrift, where some of our skins look very different compared to their League PC counterparts. Mundo is our first VGU, where an existing champion's gameplay is modernized, or adjusted from top to bottom. You may wonder why we do VGUs at all. For one, we want to make sure older or outdated champions have a solid place in the roster for the future. Or we want to double down and really deliver on a champion's gameplay fantasy if we don't think they're at a quality level that fits the current state of the game. But ultimately, we introduce VGUs for more niche champions to try and bring them into higher tiers of popularity, while balancing the needs of their current players and not taking away what makes them special. As we consider more VGUs for the future, we want your thoughts and feedback to make the best versions of League's champs that we can. I really hope you'll enjoy patch 2.6. Thanks, everyone.
New items debuting in Wildrift that we hope are fun to play and cause a little bit of organized chaos in the meantime. We have 2 different spell shield items to protect you from pesky crowd control, Banshee's Vow and Edge of Night. You might recognize them from their PC versions. They work exactly the same way. Banshee's Vow is a magic resist item made for mages who need a way to survive against other spellcasters. After a brief period out of combat, you'll get a spell shield to absorb the next ability that hits you, including any crowd control effects. Better luck next time, Blitzcrank. Edge of Night is an armor penetration item for assassins. It's perfect for champs that need to get up close and personal to delete enemies. Edge of Night's spell shield protects against 1 magic damage attack, so you can use this to defend against stuns, knockups, and anything else that might get in the way of your plays. Hexed Mega Drive reduces your active item cooldown when you heal and shield your allies and when you immobilize enemies. If you love spamming your boots enchantment, this is the finishing touch for your support build. For aspiring gardeners, Ishtali's Seed Jar comes to Wildrift this patch. Seed Jar gives you health and ability haste with an additional unique effect. When you or an ally hit a nearby plant, it drops a seed that only you can see. You can pick up and replant that seed at any location on the map to reap its rewards after 3 seconds. We're excited to see all these items in action. The world of Crystal Rose comes to Wildrift this patch, where Lux and her friends enjoy some merrymaking festivities. In a kingdom of fickle truces and centuries-old grudges, the annual Crystal Rose Festival is a place where guests set down their weapons and take up magical roses in peace and unity. We're giving the existing League PC skin line our own bright spin, featuring Sonar, Jarvan, and legendary skins for Lux and Ezreal. The technological neon world of Project returns again for another batch of skins. We've hacked into the mainframe and uncovered a Project event featuring Akali, Fiora, Jhin, Katarina, and a legendary skin for Vayne releasing at the end of this year. It wouldn't be right to leave you without a classic Wildrift skin montage. Let's do this.